Hello everybody, my name is Rafael and thank you for watching today's video. Before we actually start talking about the build, guys, in the last 28 days I have gotten almost 18,000 views and only like 3% of those views are from subscribers. So in case you're actually enjoying what you're watching and you want to see more content from my channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it and it really helps me keep on making those videos. So let's get started with the build. What we have here for you today, guys, is a hybrid solo build, but instead of actually investing your core attributes and your attributes into skill tiers and skill repairs, as I showed you in my last solo hybrid build like a couple of months ago, which gave you heals and armor repair, this time we have armor on kill and armor regeneration. We're actually getting up to 50,000 armor per second when we get our 30 trophies. So the most important item in this build is the memento. Again, it's a pretty great exotic. In case you haven't actually gotten it yet, you should definitely go and farm for it. It's pretty great, it's pretty fun to use. So we don't really care about the first buff, which is something which I have never said, because the first buff is actually seems like it's much more important, but the second buff in this build is actually what helps us get all this armor regeneration. So for every trophy collected, get an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regeneration for 300 seconds. So pretty much for 5 minutes. Maximum stacks are the 30. So first of all, what's really important about this is that as soon as you reach 30 stacks, you will never run out of them, because it's pretty easy to like refresh the buff, and because the buff actually lasts for 5 minutes, so you will not lose the buff unless you complete your mission, your control point, or whatever you're doing, right? Second of all, once you actually reach those 30 stacks, you have 3% armor regeneration and 30% weapon damage, which is huge, right? So at the beginning of the fight, you will be at your weakest point, so to say, but as you move forward into the mission or into the control point or whatever you're doing, you actually get much stronger and you get a lot more survivability. And when you actually reach your 30 stacks, you will be actually hitting your enemies for around 350k, I think, 380k. The damage, it's not great, it's not insanely high, of course, but for a hybrid build with that much survivability, I think it's decent. Now, that 3% armor regeneration that you're gonna get from this, from the memento, will actually get up to 4% because we're using 2 Bellstone armor pieces for the 1% armor generation and the 10% armor on kill. Now, if we go to our stats, we see that we have 1,252 armor. Now, the 4% of that equals to 50k, 50 point something, I don't quite remember, but you can like figure that out pretty quick with a calculator for yourself. The 12.5 over here is just the 1%, so don't get fooled by thinking that this is like 4%. This is just 1% armor generation. Moving on, because of the Bellstone piece, we get an extra 10% armor kill, but also because we're running the gunner specialization, we get another 10% armor on kill. Let me actually show you. Here it is. So you will be getting 20% armor on kill, and that equals to, where is it? Dude, this guy is honking like for the past 15 minutes. What the fuck? So with every kill that you actually take, you also get 250,000 armor, which is also pretty great. Now, dude, stop honking for the love of God. He's been honking for the last, like, I don't know, 15 minutes. Anyways, so the other three pieces that we have is we have 2 Walker Harris, 5% weapon damage, 5% damage to armor, and then all our attributes are like critical hit chance and weapon damage. We have also a Fenris Group AB for the assault rifle damage, 10% of it, and then again weapon damage, critical hit chance. But what I actually want to talk about is that you don't really need 2 Walker Harris pieces, to be honest, because the 5% damage to armor is not that great by itself. I mean, if you had some Contractor's Glove on it, and if you had like some damage to armor attribute on your weapon, then that would be great. But just like 5% of it, I think it would be better if you actually got a Grupo Sombra piece for that extra 15% critical hit damage. The reason I'm actually using it though is because the best pieces that I have throughout my entire stats in my inventory are Walker Harris. So we have like a full 3 god roll over here. I couldn't like replace it. The talent that I decided to go with is efficient, and the main reason for that is because, as I told you earlier, at the beginning of the fight we're gonna be at our weakest, so to say. So I want to make sure that I have enough like armor kits and that I get like extra bonus armor when I'm using an armor kit, just to make sure that I will be okay. However, while I was playing with it, I realized that there were like very few the times that I actually needed to use a medkit, even at the beginning of a round, at the beginning of the fight, excuse me. So if you can like get a chest piece with like obliterate or with like glass cannon, unbreakable, not really, because you will not like ever use it probably. The armor generation is very strong, as I will show you right now on your screens. I will put some gameplay in there for you, but overall the reason I'm using efficient and the second Walker Harris piece is simply because it's the best piece that I have. I don't have a better piece at the moment. I have other good chest piece, but not better than this one, and I was like, okay, let's go with efficient, just to be sure that we will not have any issues at the beginning of the fight. But as I told you, if you can get like glass cannon in there, if you could get obliterate, things like that, I think that it would be great. So that was it pretty much. That was the build. I hope that you actually enjoyed it and that you find it good. If you try it out, let me know down below in the comment section if you actually liked it, or if you didn't, why you didn't like it, what else would you like to see on my channel. Anything, guys. Leave a comment and tell me what you want to see, and I will try to give you a video. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to drop a like and to subscribe for more. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.